Today I'm going to talk about Matilda and Quentin Blake's art style and his artworks. So, first of all, Matilda is a book originally, which is by Roald Dahl, a very famous children's book author, and most of his books are illustrated by Quentin Blake, and to me the illustrations are very suitable for the books and also for the stories, so I think it's a great combination. So Matilda, the book, the musical, and the movie. First of all, there is the book, just like I mentioned, it was the original, and the cover looks like this, and it's a really good story, just like most of Roald Dahl's books. So in 1996 there was the movie, like the film Matilda, and in 2022 there was the musical. So they are like, the movie and the musical are both really good covers of the book, and just like most of the movies based on novels or books, they changed the story a little, but I think they're just as good as the original. So the story is mainly about this girl named Matilda who is incredibly smart, but her parents are incredibly stupid, and the story is mainly about Matilda and what happened in school and also what happened to her parents. So it's a very interesting story and I highly recommend it. So for Quentin Blake's art style, you can see here are some of Quentin Blake's art. They are all illustrations for Roald Dahl's books. You can see they are not really like delicate artworks, but it is also the reason that you can tell what the illustrations are actually presenting, like the scenes in the books. So these are also more of Quentin Blake's art that accomplishes Roald Dahl's books, and his style is like loose and sketchy and sometimes childlike. It accomplishes the books really well, so I think it's really cool to draw like this because it's it's actually more difficult than it looks, even though it looks like it doesn't need a lot of time, but actually it does. So Quentin Blake, he mainly uses fountain pens and probably watercolor. I kind of like this kind of art because I think it's really natural and inspired art done by me. So this is the Matilda holding a red book in her hands, which was by Quentin Blake, and I did one with markers, and it looks like the one on the right. So this, like the painting, the drawing I did, it was done in like 2 minutes because I gave myself time limit to see if I can actually recreate Quentin Blake's art in a very short period of time, and I think it actually turned out pretty good. So on the right you can see this boy named Bruce eating a gigantic chocolate cake, and below you can see a woman who is scared by a little bug or something. The other two are actually inspired by the movie scene in the musical. So it was really fun doing this, and this is probably my favorite. And it was like I carved the lines into like a board and later used ink to print it. So it was actually a print, and I think it worked out pretty great. I only realized that it was actually so similar until I did this. So this is probably my favorite one. Like the Inspired Arts by Quentin Blake. So I really like. So it was really fun doing all this and to learn Quentin Blake's art style. And Matilda's story was also very interesting. Thank you for watching.